Hey everyone, how are we doing? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Amanda. Please don't forget to like this video as well as subscribe if you are new here. I'd love to have you guys a part of the fam, as well as there will be a giveaway once I hit 100 subscribers, so you all want to be a part of that. For today's video, I have something super exciting. When I was perusing the dollar store, as I like to do, I did find a whole section with some new makeup, it looks like. So I went ahead and picked up everything so that way we could try it out and see how it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my base and we'll be right back to dive into everything. Alright guys, so I went ahead and popped on my base and my brows just so we can go ahead and dive right into everything. So when I was at the dollar store the other day, I noticed this little section where they had some newer makeup, and that's what I have in here of a bunch of different goodies. And the brand is called Beauty Benefits, and this is their Glow with the Flow collection. It looks like it's kind of like a summery collection. Actually, I'm holding the first product we're going to use in my hand now. So this is what it looks like. This is the bronzer anyway, and they have different products. I have bronzer, blush, eyeshadow, liquid liner, lip gloss, and mascara to try out with you guys. It says it's a blendable, buildable color. It says it's designed to deliver a sun-kissed glow. Now it is super, super cute and tiny, shade Warm Sun. So it's super, super small. It's, you know, smaller than the palm of my hand. And this is what the shade looks like. It looks very warm. It does look like there is some shimmer to it. Yeah, that's pretty shimmery. So I am not a huge fan of shimmer bronzers. I prefer to have matte bronzers. That's just me. That is really pretty though, so we will use it as a bronzer. We'll see how it goes. I hope that I like it. Now, just taking a fluffy brush by Billion Dollar Brushes, I'm just going to go ahead and tap on into it. Dust off any excess. It doesn't look like there's fallout and not much is coming off the brush, so hopefully we will have some pigment. I'm just going to go ahead in circular motions. Sunburnt is what that looks like. Let me try to blend this out a little bit. Even it up. Okay, so I just went over with a powder brush and it seemed to have diffused it a little bit. All right, so this bronzer is definitely a no-go for me. I really don't like that color. I don't like how it looks. It doesn't look patchy. I mean, it looks like it blended out fine. But I don't really see the glow either from when I swatched it. So it looks like that diffused, which is fine because I don't prefer, shiny bronzers anyway, but I don't like this bronzer. Next product that they do carry the blushes. And so these are two blushes that I have here. We have the shade Perfect Peach and the shade Fruit Punch. I am going to use Perfect Peach today because that's kind of like the shades that I like. This is promoting the same thing. It's saying blendable and it's a buildable color, and that it's designed to deliver a rosy, healthy glow. Again, the component is the same as the bronzer, same size and everything. It is matte, and that is really pretty. That is a beautiful shade. I am hoping this works. Because if I can find a good blush for $1, that's a good deal. That is definitely a peachy blush, but I do like it. I think that it looks smooth and it's blending really nicely and it's very pigmented. All right, so that's the first product that I like. So I did not like that bronzer, but I'm really liking this blush. I think it looks really, really pretty. And for $1, that's not bad. It blended on really nicely. It didn't take me long to do it at all. Plus the pigmentation was really, really good. And since I do have this other shade, I don't want to swatch it. It is in the shade Fruit Punch, so it is like a little darkier, rosier color. I'm going to put this to the side because it's going to go in towards the 100 subscriber giveaway I have coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there since this is a product that I do like and I think works really nicely. I'm going to provide you guys with one, whoever wins, so that way they can try it out as well. All right, guys, so they didn't have a highlighter part of the collection, so I just popped one on really quick. And now we are diving into the next part, which is the eyeshadow. So they have single eyeshadows a part of their collection, and these are the 6 shades that there are. So we're gonna go through each one, and they are called the Color Squad, again by the same brand. It says smooth application, blendable, buildable color is what they're claiming, it seems like, on everything. And it says perfect to wear alone or mix with other colors to create the look. So I'm hoping that if I like these single shades, I could just pop them out and put them in my Z palette. But let's go ahead and walk through one by one and do some swatches. So the first shade I have up is called Coral Punch. And it's like a light pinky neutral type of shade, perfect for a crease shade. Now these little plasticky containers are super, super cheap and flimsy. It's $1. I don't expect them to be great, so I'm not gonna have high hopes for that. But that's what the first shade looks like, and I'm hoping I'll be able to get these popped out pretty well. But to go ahead and swatch this, and again, this is Coral Punch. I see nothing. I mean, there's slight shimmer there, but you can't see anything. Barely anything at all is coming up. And I'm like digging in there and layering, and I'm not seeing anything. Oh, well, slightly, but not really. Next shade is Bikini Pink, and this is like a purpley pinky shade. I think it's more on the purple side than it would be pink. Hopefully this will have some pigmentation with it. And again, same packaging, and that is Bikini Pink. That is the shade of Bikini Pink. A little patchy, which, I mean, it's from the dollar store. It's to be expected. Looks like there's a sheen to it. It's not completely matte. Next shade I'm gonna try is gonna be Ocean Blue, and it's a very, very pretty blue color. And there's what it looks like. Has a sheen to it, so this one's not very matte either. Little patchy, same as the other one, but at least there's pigmentation. Next color up is Gold Goddess, and I'll take it out of the packaging so you can see it better, but I think this is like a goldeny brown color, and this is not matte. It looks like there might be some metallic to it. That is what it looks like. That is the first like super, super like buttery feeling swatch that I've had this whole time, and that is actually really, really pretty. It almost looks lighter than it does in the pan. I like that one. Next up, we have Fun in the Sun, which is this nice, pretty champagne color. And it looks really, really pretty. Feels nice and buttery, and yes, beautiful. That is really, really pretty. And last one is going to be Seafoam, which is a light blue. Here's what the shade looks like. There's a light blue sheen, a little patchy, but cute. None of these have a scent to them. So overall, I am not wowed by those shadows. I think the two like actual metallic-y ones looked really nice, so those will be nice to use. But again, it's the dollar store. Everything's $1. I don't have high hopes for it to be amazing. I mean, if it is, then that's fantastic. But I just want to show you guys, you know, what you can get if you're balling on an extreme budget, and it happens. And if these can work out and they are better on the eyes than they are swatched, then that's perfect. So let's go ahead and dive into create a look today. Since the first shade I swatched didn't really swatch very well, I'm not even going to bother trying to use that as a crease shade because it's not going to show up. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into Seafoam here, and this is what we are going to be putting in our crease. So far with that first shade, you do have to build it up, but luckily it does work with you and you can build it up. And I do not see any, I'll come a little closer too. I do not see any patchiness in the shades, which is really, really nice. But yes, you do need to build it up quite a bit. Next, I'm going in with Ocean Blue, and I'm just taking my small JS12 brush, and we're just putting this on the outer corner. Those shades blended really nicely together, which I'm very, very happy with. I still don't see any patchiness. When I look up close, I don't see any either, which I am very, very thrilled with. I am going to take the pink, bikini pink shade, and I am going to line my bottom line with it. So it did come out lighter than I thought it was going to. It's definitely not one of my favorite colors. But it did go on, and it's not patchy underneath the eye, but it's just, it looks darker in the pan than what's coming out. So I don't really like that shade. Next, I'm going to take the shade Fun in the Sun, and I'm going to pop this all over my lid. Say that that shade is really, really pretty. However, I do notice slight patching with it, but it's not too bad. I'm actually going to take a small brush and just also pop this in my inner corner as well. All in all, though, I do have better shades in my collection besides these, that I could create this same look and it not have as much issues. Now, I will say those blues blended out nicely. I will be keeping those blues and popping them out. The pink, I don't really care for. The shimmer, again, was really nice, but I do have other ones that I would prefer over this one, so I wouldn't gravitate towards this much. Overall, I think the look is cute. The eyeshadow look that I came up with is very cute. Just not wow. The next thing that's going to be really interesting to try out is I have two liquid liners. These are the shades that they had in stock. We have Purple Violet and Gold. So that's going to be interesting, and I hope these work out nicely. They say they're smooth and precise, one stroke color. And it's perfect for everyday look or amped up wing look. So we will see how that works. I'm going to go ahead and do some swatches for y'all. All right, so swatching these liners. This is how it looks. It is cute packaging. Very, very thin tip. And oh, that is extremely watery. Let me see if I have to like shake it up a little bit. Oh my god, I hear how watery it is. I'm gonna try that again. Okay, that looks better. Still super liquidy, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let me shake up this one. This is the gold one. I don't even know what's gonna go with this look. Ew. That looks like a green. That is ugly. That's so ugly. Oh God. Well, I guess it's gonna be purple. And I hope that this works out well. I don't know if I'm going to keep this part in the video or not, just because it takes me a minute to do my liner. I am not a what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not that good where I can just go whoop and it's on. It takes me a minute. But let me go ahead and apply this. All right, so this is the purple. My wings are sisters. They are not twins, so don't come for me if they aren't perfect. Practice makes perfect, and I don't normally do wings, so yeah. But I thought it would be fun to do a wing today. Now, it still was a very liquidy consistency. I feel like I put it on fairly quickly. It is drying down darker than what was swatched. It did kept drying out, so I kept having to dip back in and get more. It's not my favorite. I'm happy that it turned out somewhat decent and it wasn't a complete disaster. but it's not my favorite one to use at all. So beginner friendly, definitely. I feel like because it was so liquidy, I did mess up a little bit on this eye, and so it was easier for me to clean it up. But it's a no-go for me. All right, so now we're jumping over into mascara. They have two mascaras with this collection. They have this one, which is called Va Va Voom. It's in black, and it is a volumizing mascara. It says to help build volume for fuller looking lashes aid. It says get the appearance of fuller looking defined lashes with the wave of the mascara. Multifaceted formula for a fuller looking volumized effect. And then we have this one for full length, and it's in black as well. It says helps define and makes lashes appear longer. And pretty much does the same thing on the back. So I love anything that's going to lengthen my lashes and volumize those. This is perfect. So we are going to go ahead and try them out. We're going to try both of them out. I will put one on one side and one on the other. So let's go ahead and start with Va Va Voom. So it's in this cute pink container. And when we pop it open, this is what the wand looks like. It's very stiff, it seems. So let's go ahead and try this out. So that is with one round. I'm gonna go into a second dip and see if we can build it up. They're really flowing out, and I can definitely see the volume. It looks really good on my bottom lashes too. I'm gonna go in for a third coat just because I just wanna see if it can handle a third coat, and I'm hoping I don't screw this up. Okay, so adding on a third layer was not bad. I feel like the ends kind of clumped a little bit together, but they didn't really, which is really good for a third coat for them to not start clumping terribly. So I don't think that that was bad at all. Next, we are going to be using the full length mascara on this side. So popping it open here. It almost looks just like the other one. Hold on, now I have to do a side by side. These are the two ones. I feel like this one is a tiny bit thicker looking at it up close than this one is, but they're basically the exact same thing. So I don't know how one is supposed to be for volume and the other one's supposed to be full length if they literally look like the same, if they're the same bristles doing the same thing. But let's go ahead and try it. It seems to me like it's doing pretty much the same thing as the other side did, because I got length over there too. And since I did a third coat on this side, I'm just going to go ahead and do a third coat on this side as well. And with a third coat, there's not really any clumping, which is nice. I almost see a little bit more length now than I do on this one. And I actually kind of like this one a little bit more. I feel like this is giving me length and volume, whereas this was just some volume. So I'm gonna add this a little bit onto this side to or to lengthen up this side as well, so I can have some sort of matching eyes. Overall, I don't think those mascaras were bad at all. I've actually tried mascaras from like LA Colors and stuff and really liked them too. So that's definitely a product that I do like and enjoy. All right, and the last thing that came in this collection are these So Lit lip glosses, and there are quite a few. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lip glosses. Now, I am not going to swatch them all because I definitely want to include some in the giveaway if they are good. So let me just look at them here, and I'll walk through the names. So this first one is called Tropical Pink. Then we have Pink Sunset, which is just a nice clear pink. Then we have Champagne Ice, which I really like. We have Rose Glam, which is this nice light pink shade. Then we have Violet Vixen. And we have Sunbaked. So I think out of all of these, the two shades that I am going to be keeping are going to be Champagne Ice and Sunbaked. So we are going to swatch both of these. And these are High Shine Gloss Formulas. Smooth application, glides on lips smoothly and evenly is what it's claiming. Now out of the packaging, these are what they look like. All right, so my footage kind of cut out a little bit, but I did go in with this shade, and it is very, very glossy, looks very pretty. I do feel kind of the heaviness a little bit on the lips, but I don't feel stickiness, which is really nice. It just looks like a very nice, shiny, moisturizing feeling gloss. It is just a little bit heavy, so keep that in mind. So I am going to be throwing 4 of the glosses into the giveaway along with the blush. So this is adding up into that 100 subscriber giveaway, which is getting kind of big, so keep that in mind. So that's going to go to the side for that as well. But overall, this is the final look using the new brand that I saw at the dollar store. Overall, again, running through my thoughts, bronzer, didn't like. Now that it's settling into the skin, it doesn't look as bad, but just the color is just not something that I gear towards. And it did blend very well, but I did notice some patchiness in the beginning, so not my thing. The next thing that I tried was the blush, and the blush I really, really liked. I really loved this blush, so that's why the other blush that I did not use is going into that giveaway, because it is something that I really did like. Eyeshadows. There are the blues. I liked the blues. The shimmer shade is pretty, but I don't feel like I'm going to gravitate towards it that much because I feel like I can find a better one in my collection. The pink shade on the bottom, I didn't really care for. The gold is really pretty too. I am going to keep that one because even with the swatch, it swatched really nicely. But there was that light transition pink shade that I did swatch and nothing came up. I didn't really care for it, so I didn't even bother to put it on my eyes and waste my time trying it because it didn't even perform well with the swatch. After that, we did go in and try out the liquid liners. The gold one looked green and disgusting, and I refused to put that on my eyes, so that went into the trash. Luckily it was only $1. And this one is the purple one. Now I did create a nice wing. Could it be better? Absolutely it could. I'm not a professional. I do this because I love this, but I still have some things to, of course, learn and improve on. But I do feel like it was really, really liquidy, to the point where like it would dry up very quick and I'd have to re-put in my brush, get more product out. It was a constant of getting product in and out. And I did have to clean it up a little bit because it did get a little runny on one side, but overall it didn't turn out bad. It could have been worse, and it turned out okay. The two mascaras, I love those mascaras. I got the volume, I got the full length, I got all of that I was looking for, and I've actually been really impressed with Dollar Tree with the mascaras that they have. They actually perform pretty nicely, so I really like those, and I didn't have much clumpiness, which is really, really good. The glosses are very, very pretty. I do have glosses that I prefer over these, but they didn't have stickiness, so that was a big, big plus. And there is a nice shine with them, so they are not terrible. So the other 4 that I did not swatch are going into the giveaway as well, because it's another product that I did enjoy. But if you guys did like this video, again, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to have you guys a part of the fam. There is that 100 subscriber giveaway whenever I hit that point, and you don't want to miss out on that. But I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.